Yo, what's going on? Thought I'd give y'all another little kind of garden update. I know the been about a week, and I think the last time I was here, I was talking about I put down those beans weren't coming up, and I went ahead and took them down and I went ahead and re-sowed them, and you can see how they are coming up all the way down. And I threw a bunch back there on the fence too. And what it was is, I've seen a lot of people talk about them. You know, they say, yeah, they don't come up, blah, blah, blah. Man, I'll tell you what, it's got to be the perfect temp and the perfect moisture level. If it's not enough, they won't sprout. And if it's too much, they'll rot, which is what happened to mine. I put them out, and it rained every day, and I think the last 2 days it rained about 2 inches in a row, and 2 inches one day and then 2 inches the next day, and it just killed them. They actually never recovered. They came up half rotted, you know, and messed up. The leaves would never pop out. Like the shoot would come up, but there'd be no leaves, and it would just sit there with the bean shoot, and wouldn't do shit. So I said, well, I'm gonna just take them up. But yeah, and it ain't rained. Hell, it ain't rained here since the first day of fall, which today is October the 5th. So I've been having to water, you know, and I usually run this thing 2 hours at a time. I was doing it 2 hours every other day, and I think it was just a little bit too much, because you don't want too much on them. And I said, well, I'm gonna kind of go. I went 2 days yesterday, so watered on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, yeah, and I went 2 days, and it was good for them. They drooped a little bit during midday, during the heat, but you know, they weren't like dropped all the way to the ground, and I think it's good for them to you know, good for them to kind of, you know, get a little bit stressed out sometimes. Not stressed, but you don't want, you know, you kind of gotta make them thirst a little bit sometimes, a little bit. You know, overwatering ain't good. But so yeah, beans are doing good. Squash is doing pretty good. These are them patty pans right here, and they kind of, I've been feeding them. You know, I hit them with triple 10, and they're doing pretty good. There's some areas down here that you know, they have kind of fallen over, you know, and I'm not worried about it, because they will right themselves pretty easy. You know, it's better if they just, seems like it's better if they fall over and just get it over with, and then they'll right themselves. You know, because that's just what they're gonna do. You know, some people say put them on hills. I did that. You know, that's gonna make them fall over, because when they grow, they're gonna get up to the top of that hill, and then they're gonna fall on the side of the hill. So I don't think personally, I don't think hilling them up is a great idea. I think honestly, putting them in a little bit of a trench, just a little bit, not not a damn tunnel, but something that they can lean on either side. So I'm gonna do that next time. But they're doing pretty good. They've got hell, I think one of them's got these here yellow squash. There's a bloom down there. Everything bloomed last night. It's kind of weird not watering it, but kind of unfortunately, actually, even water, it's still a tough time getting under them leaves. But yeah, you can see it's a little yellow squash there. There's one there, down there. I'll tell you what, these things will make a bunch of them once they unfortunately, it's kind of weird because most of the time they will set male flowers first, and then female flowers. And because I see a lot of people saying, well, the squash gets on there and then they just turn yellow and drop off. Well, they ain't getting pollinated. You got to have a male flower. And the bees do the work, or you can pollinate it. You can hand pollinate it, which is what I did over there with them. Did it today. But yeah, it's kind of weird. These are setting female flowers first. I don't know. Maybe, I don't remember it being. Now these are butterstick hybrid, yellow, but I don't believe it's one of them like a cucumber where these people, man, loud ass aggravating shit. Anyway, I don't remember them being like those cucumbers where they set all females and they don't need a male to to be pollinated. Each flower is a fruit. I don't think they even do that with squash, but these ain't making no male flowers. I ain't see. And it's kind of weird too. I don't ever remember them being that yellow when they're little. Normally they're green and they don't turn yellow till they get about the size of your thumb. Then they'll kind of start turning yellow. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it, let y'all know. And then the rest of them, they doing all right. Down there, I sowed them all the way to the fence. They just don't get enough sun because of that damn banana tree. So next year, I'm gonna cut them off about right there. And then, yeah, about where that post is, about right there. And then, because over here, they doing all right. It's just, they ain't getting that sun that they need, I guess. But they good if I can keep the bugs away. Greens are doing good. Collards are doing good. And mustards, man, they're kicking ass. There's one lone bean in the middle. I don't know how it got over there, but it's huge, man. But it ain't no, I don't know. It's weird. It ain't setting, ain't got no fruit, no blooms yet, which is weird. I thought they bloomed a little bit sooner. I don't know. Maybe it's just taking a minute. I think cucumbers are doing pretty good. thing, keep the bugs off of them. That's the main thing. I thought they'd be having some flowers on them too by now, but I guess not. But they doing good. And yeah. I got some squash down here, and then the tomatoes and all, they're doing pretty good. Then back there, I don't think they get enough sun, but these up here are good. I gotta stake them or trellis them or something. I'm gonna do the hit them with that weave, put some stakes here, 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 and back there, and then I'll just run that twine through them, kind of tie them up. That'll help them. And then eggplants doing good. The variety of these tomatoes are, I think they're, these are Better Boy right here. I bought these from the store. But hell, the ones I started from seed are doing better, which are all these. And it's, I got them mixed up. I went away over Labor Day weekend, and I got back and they had all sprouted. They were all kind of messed up, leggy, because they were inside. A lot of them I had to redo. I lost track of them. So it's either, hell, it could be about 10 different ones. Homestead, Early Girl, Cherokee Purple, there's some Sun Golds in there, different cherries. Hell, who knows? I'll find out when they make fruit, I guess. If they do, which I think they will. And then over here we got peppers and eggplant. Down just different ones, Black Beauty, eggplants, and various peppers. I think some of these are from the store. I just took the seeds out. I think what's that one pepper? Damn, I can't remember. It's the long green one. It's kind of thicker. Shoot, I can't remember. But yeah, they're doing pretty good. And then the okra is doing good. It's kind of trying to throw some shade on that squash. And then back here's pumpkins and butternut squash and acorn squash. They're doing good. I got to feed them because they're looking a little bit on the pale side, but they're already blooming. And you can see the male flowers coming out first because there ain't no fruit on them. That's what I'm used to. You know, but them squash are kind of doing the opposite. And then this one, I think is a acorn. That was kind of the acorn squash shape, but this one actually set a fruit. And you can see I kind of I found one off another plant, a male, and kind of pollinated him, so maybe it'll grow. And yeah, there's one there. Little one down there, and this thing's got a bunch. That's crazy. It's definitely got a bunch of fruit on it. We'll see if they do any good, but I gotta feed them because they do look pale. You can see all the blooms there, and there's an actual fruit down there, which is cool. Yeah, a lot of blooms. But they'll set fruit in a little while. It's been hot too. That one lone cucumber. This is the, this is an all-female variety, and you can see that I think. Oh no, didn't it? Oh, yeah, no, I guess I'm wrong because there was males in there. Huh. But they're all female flowers. All female flowers with fruit. Because this one, same vine. Yeah. Huh, kooky, yeah. That's what I expected. But that's pretty cool. They can do this with cucumbers these days. Don't really need pollination. You know. But yeah, those squashes are doing pretty good. So we'll see what happens. I had to hit them with Seven Dust. That's what that white stuff is. It ain't powdery mildew. It's Seven Dust. I know a lot of people don't like it, you know, because it messes with, you know, it's not organic and this and that. But you know what? I'm not an organic gardener, so you know. And then over here, I buried somebody. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually onions. There's it's like 35 onions in there. You know, little bulbs. So we'll see. I think it takes them, they're not green onions. They're actually sweet yellow onions. And yeah, so we'll see. I think it takes them 7 months. I read that. I could be wrong, but I put them over there. They're on a big old thing of compost, so they can do what the heck they want to. And then I got some cucumbers up here on the fence. I don't like to talk too much out there because people think I'm crazy. If there's anybody out there, which I don't think there was. But, which I don't know why everybody does videos these days, I guess. But yeah, that's what's going on. What is this? I planted this stuff, I think it's been 30 days. Almost 30 days, give or take a few. So it's, it ought to be, some of this stuff ought to be flowering. Because I think, if I remember, them squashes were 45, 47, something like that, which, you know, that's kind of, I'd be about right. Because I'd say, yeah, hell, say about 10 days or a couple weeks, there ought to be some. You know, which is cool. But yeah, that's what's going on. Not too much, just waiting for shit to grow. Keeping it fed, keeping it watered. You know, it's just keeping the bugs out of it. That's a big deal. But yeah, so that's that. I will catch y'all on the next one next week, you know. Peace.